Hey, third graders, today we're going to be doing page 343, 344, and 345. Seems like a lot, but it will be just fine and you will like it, I promise. All right, so we are going to be looking at some rectangles and we are going to be decomposing or kind of figuring out what's on the inside. We're decomposing each figure into rectangles and then finding the area. So when you see a square or a rectangle, you're going to draw a line and then start to count what's on the inside. Okay? Remember, area is inside. Write that up there. Remember, perimeter is outside. So these shapes are all pretty easy, nice shapes to count. Okay? So I'm going to show you how we count the inside. All right, we're just going to number our squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and if I kept counting over here, okay, it would be 13, 14, 15, 16. So my answer on my line would be 16 square units. Okay. All right, so that's counting it that way. I'm going to show you another way where we're going to break it into rectangles and we don't have to do all that counting on the inside. That is one way to do it. Okay, but I'm going to show you another way. So I'm going to break this next one into 2 rectangles. And I'm going to go, there's 1 on this side, and there's 3 on this side. And let's look at our next rectangle. I have 2 on this side and 4 on this side. If I want to figure out the area, I need to do 1 times 3 equals 3, and 2 times 4 equals 8. And then I need to add the 8 and the 3 together to make 11 square units. So by breaking them down like that, I don't have to do all that counting on the inside, but I'm showing my work by breaking them into the rectangles and figuring out the area. Okay? All right, let's do another one. So this one looks like I can break it right here into 2 rectangles. And remember, you're doing the corners. When you write down your numbers, you're doing the corners. So I have 2 squares here, and I have 3 squares here. That's my first rectangle. Now I'm going to go over to the bigger rectangle, and I'm going to say I have 3 squares here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares here. So those are my 2 rectangles. Now I need to times my corners to figure out. Okay, so my little one is 3 times 2 equals 6. And my big one is 3 times 5 equals 15. If I add 15 plus 6, you can probably mental math that one. 15 plus 6 is 21 square units. Okay, so rather than numbering all the squares that are on the inside, I can break it down into rectangles. Okay, so I'm going to kind of show you where you can break those apart, just like that. This bigger one here, you can count all of the squares inside, and you may want to do that, or you can draw your lines, but then you would have 3 rectangles. Okay. So the bigger one, you can do the counting if you want. It might be easier for you, okay? And you may choose to do that on all of them, but they want you to understand that you can break it into rectangles and figure them out separately. Okay, let's do one more together. Let's start with we're on number 4 right now. Let's do the bigger rectangle. So I have 2 on this side, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on this side. That's my first rectangle. So that's 2 times 6 equals 12. And my second rectangle is smaller. It's 2 by 3. So that one is 2 times 3 equals 6. You add 12 plus 6 together to get your answer for your square units. You can do that on your own, okay? I would say on the last one, number 6, you're going to want to count those up, okay? Number 5, you can either do the counting or you can do it the way that I've been showing you, okay? I can say 4 times 2 and 2 times 2 for this one. So you decide what way you think is better for you, okay? Maybe counting them is easier. Also, make sure that you are putting your square units, okay, for your label. Put that in right now so you remember. All right, if you want to finish those 3 and then meet me on the next page, that would be great. All right, here we are. Same kind of thing that we did on the last page, okay? And I am going to say that number 11 and 12 are going to be extra credit. We can write that down there, okay? So we are going to do extra credit for number 11 and 12. And it's pretty easy extra credit, guys, right? If you can just number your squares and write the answer in, I think I'd do that, right? So you can either choose to break these into rectangles or to count them. Okay, these are a little more complicated and there would be at least 3 rectangles on all of them. So you might feel more comfortable doing your counting, okay? But we just want to make sure that you understand how to do them, okay? When you're counting, you kind of want to be careful, okay, that you are 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to start over here. See, so you got 11, 12, 13. You have to decide how you want to count and not lose track. 14, 15, 16. And then I'm going to do my last one. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Area is the inside. 26 square units. So finish up those and then you have just a few more to do on the next page. All right, here we are. Okay, Mrs. Hagen is going to say that 13 and 14 are extra credit. I think some people might do those because they're pretty easy, right? These 2 are extra credit. These 2 are going to be assigned. So you need to do 15 and 16. Okay, either by breaking it into the rectangles or doing the counting. You've got this, guys. Don't forget your labels. Have an awesome day.